Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into some really interesting sources all about luxury transportation,
Hmm.
specifically looking at how professional limo services really elevate special occasions, making them, seamless.
Right.
And our sources even get into the nitty-gritty for the Linwood area market, which is quite specific.
Yeah, the local angle's interesting.
So our mission here isn't just like how to book a fancy car.
No.
We want to pull out those critical details, the sort of operational know-how that differentiates just expensive transport from a truly, well, an elevated, frictionless luxury service.
Exactly.
How does it change the whole psychology of the trip?
And that psychological part, I think that's really the core of it. You're moving beyond just being a passenger, or definitely beyond being the driver yourself.
Right.
You're essentially deciding to hand over control to a professional outfit. What you're paying for is luxury, sure, comfort, yeah, but really convenience, logistical convenience.
Mhm.
It's about making sure your arrival is impactful,
Oh.
and completely stress-free for you.
Okay, let's unpack that. Frictionless luxury, so the internal experience. It's got to be more than just, roomy seats and AC.
Oh, yeah, those are table stakes.
Right. The sources talk about things like an impressive sound system, tailored maybe, or privacy. That immediately sets a different mood, doesn't it?
It does. And those features, the luxury bits, they directly link to the practical side, the stress reduction.
How so?
Well, think about it. A professional chauffeur means you instantly stop worrying about traffic patterns, or which turn to take, or, God forbid, parking.
Ah, parking. Especially in a place like Linwood, maybe.
Exactly. It can be a nightmare. That's gone. Poof.
But let's push on that a bit. Is the cost, which can be pretty steep, really worth just like a bit more perceived safety and convenience? Or is it mostly paying for that feeling of comfort?
I think it's genuinely both. That's the value proposition, right? The reliability is real. You get there on time, no headaches about detours or being late. But that peace of mind, that's the premium item. If you're prepping for a huge meeting or it's your wedding day, your brain power is maxed out.
Totally.
The limo service essentially buys that focus back for you, allows you to think about the destination, the event, not the getting there. And that can be priceless.
Right. Okay. So moving outside the comfy cabin, the vehicle itself plays a huge role. It's not just any limo.
Absolutely not.
The sources really stress that matching the ride to the occasion is key to the whole vibe. You need to know the difference between the options.
Yeah, the fleet matters.
So first up, the classic statement piece, the stretch limousine.
The icon.
Yeah, great for formals, galas, bigger groups wanting that shared space, maybe the partition up for privacy.
Definitely the traditional choice. But the modern options offer real differentiation. Well, if you need something maybe a bit more subtle or just better ride comfort and easier to handle in traffic.
Okay, like for a business thing.
Exactly. A corporate client meeting where you don't want to roll up in something enormous.
Yeah.
The luxury SUV limo is perfect.
Ah, right. Still spacious, but maybe less ostentatious.
And frankly, better suited for navigating tight city streets.
Yeah.
Good space without the crazy length.
Makes sense. Then there are the unique ones, the party bus.
Yeah. The sources basically call it a club on wheels.
Right. Entertainment systems, cool lighting, special seating. It's designed for when the journey is the main event, isn't it?
Totally. For big celebrations, birthdays, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
High energy.
And then for romance, something different
The
again.
vintage car.
Ah, yes. Less capacity, maybe.
For sure. But it's all about the atmosphere, that unique, nostalgic feel.
Yeah.
You just can't replicate that with a brand new car. It creates a whole mood.
So these different types really line up with the common special occasions people book for.
Perfectly. Stretch for the wedding elegance or prom night glamour.
Right.
The SUV makes that sharp, professional statement for corporate needs.
Okay.
And, the choice itself sets the tone. Excitement for a birthday, romance for an anniversary. It signals the intention right away.
So, okay, you figured out which type of vehicle fits. Now, how do you pick the company? Making sure it all goes off without a hitch seems like it needs some real vetting.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is crucial, and honestly, it's where people sometimes cut corners.
How so?
They might just glance at reviews, but you need to dig deeper. Look for patterns. Are complaints about price, or are they about fundamentals like being late? Or poor communication when something unexpected happened?
That's a good point.
Consistency.
And the big one, licensing and commercial insurance. You must check this.
Why is that so critical?
Your personal car insurance won't cover anything if there's an accident in a commercial vehicle like that. You need to know the company has proper commercial coverage, serious liability coverage, especially in busy areas or during peak seasons, like you mentioned for Linwood, maybe around graduation time.
Right. Demand spikes. Logistics get complicated. Exactly. And that ties into customer service, too. Are they responsive? Can they handle specific route requests or maybe a last-minute adjustment?
Good point. So planning ahead is key then.
Definitely. The sources suggest booking at least 2 to 4 weeks out, especially during those peak times. It's not just about getting any car, it's about getting the right car and a reliable driver when demand is high.
Okay, car booked, company vetted. Now, making it memorable. The sources have tips for personalization.
Yes, moving it from just a ride to an actual experience.
And the top tip seems almost too simple. Just communicate.
It sounds basic, but it's vital. Don't assume the driver's a mind reader. Tell them what you want. Music preference. Got a playlist.
Haha, like my epic 80s movie soundtrack mix.
Exactly. Or temperature colder, warmer, or maybe you just want quiet focus time. You need to say it.
Okay. And route planning.
Also important. Planning the route helps avoid delays or weird detours. Maybe you want to swing by a specific landmark for a photo. Plan it in.
Makes sense. What about those little extras? Champagne, snacks?
Small cost, huge impact. Those little touches really stick in your memory.
Yeah.
Oh, and the sources also mentioned something interesting. Just dressing the part.
How so?
Feeling good in what you're wearing actually boosts your enjoyment of the whole luxury experience. It's psychological.
Yeah.
And take pictures. Capture the moment you've invested in.
Good advice. Okay, let's shift gears slightly to the practical stuff. The fine print that can cause headaches later.
Right, the logistics and costs that worry people.
So cost, what are we really talking about?
Well, remember what you're paying for. It's not just the driver and gas. It's specialized vehicle maintenance, really high commercial insurance costs, managing a diverse fleet. It adds up.
So the range.
Typically, the sources say around $75 to $150 per hour, but that varies hugely. Depends on the city, the exact vehicle, how long you need it. Bigger vehicle, higher operating cost and risk, higher rate. Simple as that.
And the age-old question, tipping. Is it baked in?
Usually not. This is super important. The sources are pretty clear. Gratuity is typically extra. It's standard practice to tip the chauffeur based on service quality. But you absolutely have to check the company's policy beforehand.
So don't just assume.
Never assume. It's awkward later, and a good driver deserves acknowledgement.
Got it. What about bringing stuff? My custom playlist, yes. But what about snacks or drinks?
Generally, yes. Food and drinks are often okay. However, and this is a big however, you must check with the provider first.
Non-negotiable.
Totally. Some companies have strict rules. Maybe no red wine or limits on food. You need to know their specific policy before you show up with a picnic basket.
Right. Avoid any awkwardness on the day.
Exactly. And finally, cancellation. What if plans change?
Yeah, that's a big one.
Most services need decent notice, usually like 24 to 48 hours. If you cancel later than their window, you'll likely face a fee. So read those terms carefully when you book. It saves surprises later.
Okay, that's a lot of practical detail. So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for you, the listener? Fundamentally, going with a specialized limo service, it really does guarantee a more luxurious, memorable time because you're effectively outsourcing all that travel stress.
Right.
Lets you feel like a VIP, focus purely on the event, not how you're getting there.
Plan's a big but. The success of that whole luxurious feeling, it really depends not just on the fancy car, but on doing your homework beforehand.
The preparation.
Exactly. The real luxury comes from vetting the company properly, communicating absolutely everything you need, and getting clear on the money stuff, cost, tip, cancellation, before you even step inside.
Meticulous preparation unlocks the true value.
Precisely. So here's something to think about.
Yeah.
If that level of planning is what maximizes the luxury and control for a special occasion,
Yeah.
how much could applying that same meticulous foresight to your everyday logistics, even just commuting or scheduling meetings, elevate your general sense of readiness and, well, competence day to day?
Yeah.
You might be surprised how much control you can actually buy back just by planning better.